Hello and welcome to the Blue Shadow Podcast. My name is Joey.
I am Dan, and today we're taking a little bit of a new approach. So Joey and I are going to be playing a little game. If you guys have TikTok, you've seen it before. It is a blind rankings game.
I don't have TikTok. I have no clue what this is about.
Well, a lot of people have TikTok. So the way this game is going to work, there are 10 slots, and each of us has come up with 10 characters for the other to blindly rank. We don't know who the other chosen for us to rank, but the rules of the game are fairly simple. You have to rank the character without knowing who's coming next. So if I have a list of 10 people and Joey gives me Count Dooku and I put him at 1, and then I put him at 2, he's stuck at 2. I can't move him. Mm-hmm. So once I or Joey fills a slot, the slot is filled. So that can lead to some pretty interesting end game stuff if we're not careful.
So I could end with Jar Jar over Rey if I'm not.
If you're holding out for somebody, they might not come.
Okay, I love it. Do you want to read me your characters first, and I'll rank them first?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll do my complete list, then yours.
Yes.
Cool.
So we really gave each other no restrictions on this one.
Star Wars characters.
Star Wars characters from any medium, movies, TV shows, video games. So with that, I'll start you off easy.
Okay.
Uncle Owen.
Seems like a number 7. I'm going to put Uncle Owen at 7.
Okay. DJ.
Oh, like Last Jedi DJ?
Yeah.
9. Okay. Like the movie. Don't like the character.
Fair enough. The Mandalorian. Din Djarin.
Oh, number 2. I don't like that little smirk Dan just made.
Yaddle.
It's a good 5.
Good 5? Okay.
Just for your clarification, since we're audio only today, we have number 2 being the Mandalorian, 5 being Yaddle, 7 Uncle Owen, and 9 DJ.
Okay. I'll throw you a bone here.
Okay.
Cal Kestis.
Screw you. 3.
The one who shot second. Greedo.
8.
So we have 4 left?
We have 4 left. That would be my number 1, my number 4, my number 6, and my number 10.
Okay.
I feel like 10's going to end up being a good character.
No. Did I say Newt Gunray already?
You did not.
Newt Gunray.
We're going to throw him at 10. Not because I don't like him, but because I'm scared of who could be coming next. I would probably move Newt Gunray above DJ.
Fair enough.
But I can't, obviously.
Babu Frick.
This is why this game is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Dan specifically did this. If you're unfamiliar with us, Rise of Skywalker is my favorite movie. I love Babu Frick.
Oh, I know.
I have so much of his merchandise. Oh my god. It's either 1 or 4. I'm gonna do number 4. No, I'm gonna do number 1. Because I won't be mad if the only way this ends poorly is if Dan puts Rey on this list. Don't say anything. All right. So that leaves me with my number 4, my number 6 left.
Pong Krell.
Oh, he should have been 10. He goes at number 6. Okay. And my number 4 is?
Ben Solo.
Oh, I should have put Babu at 4. Ben Solo.
Not Kylo Ren, strictly Ben Solo. Redeemed Ben Solo.
It's okay. I honestly think this list is honestly not terrible.
So, very, very, very briefly, what would your actual list
Let
be?
me recap it, okay, and then we'll go over it. So number 1 is Ben Solo. I'm so sorry. Number 1 is Babu Frick. Number 2 is The Mandalorian. 3 is Cal Kestis. 4 is Ben Solo. 5 is Yaddle. 6 is Pong Krell. 7 is Uncle Owen. 8 is Greedo. 9 is DJ. 10 is Newt Gunray. Honestly, the top 4 are pretty...
They're pretty close.
legitimately, in terms of favorite characters, Cal would probably end up being like Cal would probably go to 1. Mandalorian would stay at 2. Babu would be 4, only because he's not like he's kind of a bit player.
Yeah.
Ben Solo probably. So it would be Cal, Mandalorian, Ben Solo, Babu Frick. Then we would do Yaddle, Uncle Owen, Greedo, DJ Ponkrell. Ponkrell and Saw Gerrera are my 2 least favorite Star Wars characters.
Yes, they are. And before we started recording, Joey told me, quote, pull some punches so we can do this again in the future. So there are I left people off of this list who I wanted to include.
Okay, good.
And I will include in future times when we do this.
This is gonna be a fun series.
Yes.
All right. So for Dan, I have Dan had a healthy mix here of like big characters, some more obscure characters. I have a very similar set. Maybe I might have went a touch more obscure, but it's okay.
It's okay.
All right, you ready?
Have to be.
Your first character is Boss Nass. You know who that is?
Is that the guy from
the Gungan, like the Gungan chief?
Yeah, 8.
8? You don't like him?
I just don't care for him.
A little bit of a caricature there. Ready for your next one?
Have to be.
Number 2 is General Grievous.
Oh. I really like the character. I'm throwing him at 2.
I think that's fair.
I really like the character. I don't care that he's a villain.
You love the Separatists. Who are you kidding?
I just want to point out, if you guys are paying closer attention to Joey's list, he ranked them in order of good guys to bad guys.
I didn't even know that. I am a hero guy. On that transition, that's great for your third character to be Mace Windu.
6.
Whoa, citizen.
Exactly. If he wasn't so dang rude to people.
He really is.
He was so rude, and it's basically his fault that Palpatine did what he did.
Yeah.
Have some self-control.
Yeah.
Follow your gut, Mace. End him.
Palpatine, or I'm not sorry. Mace Windu is like a seasoned professor, not near retirement yet, but jaded enough to just be straight up rude.
Yeah.
So, want to recap your list for us?
So right now, I have had 3 people in my list. At number 2, I have General Grievous. Number 6, I have the Citizen Hater. And at number 8, I have Boss Nass.
Awesome.
Only because I feel like you're going to throw some worse characters at me.
My next character for you is Wedge Antilles.
Indifferent. 7.
He's a middle of the pack character, I'd say.
I'm holding out. And I know I intentionally tried to screw you over by holding out, so I'm fully prepared of what's about to...
This brings me... Clearly, so we know Dan loves Gungans. And Dan's holding out for good things. So what about Captain Tarpals?
9.
9? Mercilessly killed by General Grievous. So you have ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
All right. And any complex thoughts on Captain Tarpals? Or? No. All right. Next we have Snap Wexley. You know who that is? Greg Gunberg's character.
You are picking characters I am completely indifferent to.
Okay.
10.
10. Oh my god. Okay. Do you want to recap your list now for us?
Yes. My number 2, I have General Grievous. 6, I have Mace Windu. 7, I have Wedge Antilles. 8, I have Boss Nass. 9, I have Captain Tarple. And 10, I have Snap Wexley.
All right. Your next one is Yord.
I liked Yord. I liked Yord.
Yord Fandar. You were part of the Yord Horde.
The Yord Horde is putting him at 4.
I like it.
He much like Mace Windu, follow so much by the book, just not a total a-hole to people.
No, he was less rude.
Less rude.
Still a little rude.
That's why I said not a total.
He could have morphed into Mace Windu had he not had his neck wrung out by a chimera.
Yeah.
if you are unfamiliar with this character, this is from The Acolyte.
Yes.
Which we highly recommend watching. Wonderful show.
Yes.
That brings me to your next character, which is Grogu.
Ooh.
People have a lot of varying feelings on Grogu.
Grogu's going at 3.
That seems fair.
I'm really backing myself into a corner here.
You are. So what's left in?
1 and 5.
All right. Next is Meebur Gascon.
5.
D Squad for the win. I had to do Meebur Gascon. He really is not my favorite star. He's not quite at Saw Gerrera Ponkrell level for me, but he's also kind of rude.
Yeah.
You ready for your last one?
I'm stuck with number 1.
I don't know if it would have gotten there organically, and we'll talk about it, but your last character is Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, that's pretty on point. That tracks.
You like that?
Yeah.
What do you think of your variety here?
I hate you picked characters I'm totally indifferent to.
And then ones that you kind of like, or the Meebur Gascon had to. Why don't you recap your list for us and tell us how you might have changed it if you could?
Okay, so my number 1, Ventress. 2, Grievous. 3, Grogu. 4, Yordhorde. 5, Meebur Gascon. 6, Mace Windu. 7, Wedge Antilles. 8, Boss Nass. 9, Captain Tarble. And 10, Snap Wexley. I'm indifferent to 5 of those characters. Nothing against them.
Tarples is good. Boss Nass, I could see you actively disliking Boss Nass. But Tarples is a good character, especially in the Clone Wars.
He was. I just doesn't hold as much weight to me.
How much might you have changed?
My top 3 are actually pretty set. Ventress and Grievous are 1, 2. Don't know who's 1, who's 2.
Over Grogu.
What has Grogu done?
Cooed, saved his father several times. Been the cutest.
Grogu has the most potential to move up on my list.
That's fair. He's got growth potential, but he's in his rookie season.
He is.
Not literally.
We don't draft Jedi first round in our fantasy drafts. We take scoundrels and Sith.
That seems to be kind of your MO here. You can tell that Dan and I are on, if you will, different sides of the Force.
I'm what they call a gray Jedi.
Oh, that's not a thing. And I don't even want to entertain the joke because it's not a thing.
So Yord is pretty solid at 4.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy with my top 4.
Okay.
Meebur, I'd move him down.
To the bottom?
Yeah, I'd probably move him down to like 6 or 7.
Really? Like
maybe
over
8.
Boss Nass?
I just didn't care for Boss Nass.
But you liked Meebur Gascon?
No, I didn't like any of them. I just, for whatever reason, felt more attached to Meebur.
You spent a decent amount of time with him.
We did.
Trapped inside of Droid's head.
Got a whole little arc with him.
Arguably my least favorite arc in the Clone Wars.
I'm not doubting. I'm not arguing that.
I'm surprised. I put Wedge Antilles because I thought you would have a strong original trilogy pilot reaction to him. I'm surprised you're indifferent.
I am a tad indifferent. Fun Wedge fact, though. He is Ewan McGregor's uncle.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised I got him back for the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
But it's cool, nonetheless. Anything else to add about your list?
Mace is good at 6. I'd put Wedge at 6. Wedge at 5. Mace at 6. Meebur at 7. And then 8, 9, 10 can stay where they are.
Oh, man. Well,
I am not upset by my list.
I really am not either. I mean, the fact that Babu Frick ended up being my number 1 character, I'm not mad at all.
I know.
You did that on purpose.
I tried to get you.
I think you only got me a little. You got me a little. But
I did.
Only a little. I think next time you're going to be more brutal.
Yeah. I feel like I was too nice.
Oh, next one's going to be aggressive, so keep an eye out for it. Anything else to add, Dan?
No, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe next time we won't pick in different characters. I'm just kidding.
I feel attacked.
If you guys have a very strong reaction to any one of our lists, and you either strongly agree or strongly disagree, I feel like people are going to disagree with my list.
If you have any ounce of Gungan representation, please tweet at Dan.
Yes.
We love the Gungans in this house, except for you,
I
apparently.
I don't hate them.
You're indifferent towards them.
A little bit. But if Jar Jar was on there, he would have been up there. Jar Jar would have been in my top 5.
Fair. Oh my god, I'm going to be picking characters you don't even know next time. Pick a random book character.
They'll go right to the bottom of the list. It could be the coolest character in the book. 10.
Marchion Rowe.
11.
You'll read the High Republic one day. Anyway.
I hear there's 30 of them.
There's a lot. They're not all out yet either.
I have to get through Lord of the Rings.
We could talk about that. I haven't read it yet, but I've seen the movies, of course. Anyway, with that, we hope you enjoyed this list. It's kind of chaotic, kind of fun.
A little bit chaotic.
But that's part of the reason you come here, I guess, right?
Yeah, we're controlled chaos for the most part.
Oh, yeah. We set the bowling lane rails up, and then the chaos happens within them.
Then we heave the ball down the lane.
Exactly. Maybe sometimes it goes in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Boss Nass. Anyway, if you're in the Boss Nass fan club, please let us know. And
please let me know why you should be higher on my list.
And why Babu Frick should be higher on my list, even though he was at number 1. He's like up there. Anyway, with that, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Please consider giving us a like or a subscription on YouTube or on the podcast platform of your choice. And also consider giving a look at our Twitter X at Blue Shadow Pod or on Instagram at Blue Shadow Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.